What's up, YouTube? It's Dom Universe. Now, I wanted to make a part two to the last video because it was some information that I didn't throw in there. So real quick, I wanted to go over this about the racism. So, like I said once before in the last video, the whole world used to be called Asia before all the continents were split apart. Before it became the new Babylon, split up and everybody speaking different languages. So you can look up somebody like Khalid Muhammad, right? And he came out and said he was a Moor instead of African. Now, the thing about African is the word African means conquered. And it comes from a Caucasoid named Scipio Africanus, who wanted to conquer melanated people, which were Moors. Now, everybody used to be a Moor on this planet, or it still is a Moor. So the people in America don't come from Africa. The black or melanated people of America do not come from Africa. They don't look African, and Africans don't claim the fucking black people here. So why the fuck are you calling yourself African? Do you know what you're doing when you calling yourself an African? And as a matter of fact, you shouldn't be calling yourself African American either, because for one, that's not a race. Secondly, that's a nationality. And if you want to be technical, you calling yourself a conquered American when you call yourself African American. And thirdly, you don't add a nationality next to the word America unless you came from a country and then came to America. So if you're from Africa and then you come to America, then you can add African American. But if you're not from fucking Africa, you're not an African American, if you want to be technical. Because that's like saying, oh, I was born in America, I'm a Mexican American. You have to be born in Mexico, then move to America to be called a Mexican American. Now, remember I said, when you look up like Native American pictures of the first people that was in America, you see Native Indians, right? Except they are in black and white pictures, so you can't see their real skin color. But you can look up the Washita. Now, what I always thought when growing up, because I was always into like race and ethnicities and things like that, I used to look at people and I would wonder, why are people dark skinned but have chinky eyes like an Asian? Then as I got older, I started hearing a lot, like people here say that they are mixed with Creole or Cherokee, or they say Indian. So it's like, it's so many blacks around America who say they mix with Native. Why is that? And this is why I said, when you look at Egyptians, they look Asian. When you look at like the pictures, the older pictures of like even the drawings, the art, etc., they look Asian and black mixed. That's why I said that. So that explains that we all used to be Asiatic Moors. I told y'all natives are Asiatic, right? Natives are fucking Asiatic. They look chinky eyed for a reason. So that being said, this lets you know something. Egypt is near Asia, right? When it was one continent, all the continents were together. Everything was called Asia. It was all Asia. This whole place was Asia. I told y'all the Native Indians that we call native today are from Asia. They came from fucking Asia. So this is all, it's all fucked up and mixed up. See, people don't know that whole slave shit thing is a fucking theory. They didn't bring no fucking Africans over here. The black people were already here. You're not even supposed to be calling yourself black. You could say melanated, because melanin comes from your soul. But yeah, that pretty much ties up everything. My bad, somebody caught me. But like I was saying, the reason, you can a black person has every phenotype, or I ain't gonna say every, they have the phenotype of all three races. This is why when you have a baby with a black person, they can come out looking any kind of race. Like, look at Tori Kelly. She has a black parent, and she looks like a Caucasoid. Look at Halsey, the singer. She has a black parent, and she looks like a Caucasoid. I know a person who has a black parent, who has a Hispanic parent, and he looks nothing but Hispanic. So that tells you something. You can see with melanated people, your child can come out looking any way, even if both the parents are melanated. They have the phenotype of all three races. But that's pretty much it. Race ain't nothing but a label to keep you trapped here in the third dimension. You don't have to label yourself by no fucking race or ethnicity, no nationality. You can just be yourself. You can't let nobody put no label on you. I mean, yeah, we gotta write that shit down on certain papers and whatnot. You gotta write your name down with the slave last name you got at birth. You got a social security number, but even though we have that in this life, you don't have to attach yourself to it. None of that shit matter. It's really, everything is just the propaganda against melanated people, because melanated peoples have a soul, and they are part of the prophecy. Melanated people are fucking warriors. They always been here. Everybody is fucking melanated. Everybody on this planet used to be melanated. Now we got different shades of skin color and whatnot. That doesn't make them not melanated, because they have melanin in them. But melanin, when I say melanated, mainly I'm talking about dark-skinned people, but everybody has melanin in them, except people with pheomelanin, because gingers, right, they're pale and they have pheomelanin. They're vulnerable to cancer from the sun's UV rays. That is why the 13 bloodlines or whatnot, they build underground bunkers. So when the sun is like mad bright or hot, they escape and go under them fucking bunkers. They're parasites. They like fucking vampires. They feed off of fucking fear. They feed off of low vibrational energy. That's why they throw things like devastating, tragic happenings in the news to put you in fear and things like that. They that shit gets them off. They get off to people being in fear. A lot of people are standing up right now. A lot of melanated people. See, if you look back in history, Malcolm X came across this same information and he got killed. He shared this information with Martin Luther King and he got killed. I heard Martin Luther King was a puppet anyway, but who else? You got Khalid Muhammad. See, this when people find out this knowledge and they go public with it, or like the revolutionary people, or who come out and be they public speakers and stuff like that, they tend to get fucking killed for sharing the information. It's an agenda going on to the black people. Remember I said black people, and I quote black people, they are known for being good at everything. Sports, fucking acting, they're very athletic, bodybuilders. They born with a lot of fucking testosterone. So a lot of melanated people, they naturally swole without even having to work out. It's just they good at everything. Fucking music. Everything. We created music. I'm melanated. I have melanin. You can see I'm not fucking pale. I'm not missing melanin. That ties up everything. Dom Universe taking off. Like, subscribe. I love y'all. Love yourself. Peace.